Hello everybody, the Hitmongers are out again. This time they're targeting Fallout because Fallout's going to get a nasty, horrible update that nobody wants and it's going to break the whole modding community and everybody's going to die horribly. Or not. Yes, they're stirring up the hate to get you to click on their video. And what it's actually about is the Fallout scripts extender again, right? I mean, I don't mind the scripts extender. I don't use it. I don't mind it. It's got its role in life, so we say. But if it's going to create this kind of hate and backlash every time there's an update, is it really worth it? Anyway, these people here, right, want you to click on their videos, and they're speaking nonsense. So if I were you, if you see one of these, the mod apocalypse type videos for Fallout, unsubscribe from the channel, go to the three dots, tell Google you do not want to see anything more from that channel, and send them a message that stirring up hate and anger all the time is not the kind of channel you want to be part of, and just go and find a better channel to watch. In the meantime, I'll explain to you what they're actually talking about. Right, first of all, there's no mod apocalypse. There's no Bethesda breaking the whole modding community. In fact, Bethesda's modding community, that's a community that follow Bethesda's rules, use Bethesda's editors and don't use external tools to change anything else, won't be affected. So if you're using, say, the Creation Club or anything like that, you're not going to be affected by this at all. It won't make any difference to you at all. In fact, you'll be able to install, play a couple of seconds and you're done, right? These guys that are talking nonsense right now use a script extender. They use mods that need a script extender, which means they're never going to be on consoles. They're only ever going to be on the PC. So it's only PC users affected and only people using the script extender are affected. It's going to be the Fallout script extender. And what will happen is the update will take place. A few weeks later, the script extender people release an update. Problem solved. It's gone. There will be no issue. It's a non-starter of a topic designed to get you to click on their videos. And I really don't know why they do that, right? But it stirs people up, it makes people angry, it gets people stressed, and people start developing mental health issues because they're surrounded by negativity in a gaming community just like that. This is why I make my mental health videos for gamers, because of videos like that. Because people do actually listen, they do get generally worked up and angry about it, and they do cause trouble over it, and they do find it was all for nothing, and it's just driving people mad. Let's say if you've got that kind of issue, and you do find yourself getting angry at a game, which you shouldn't be, you should never get angry at a game. If you've got a mental health issue, go and check out my videos, right? See, I've got them on this channel. They're all organised into mental health playlist, gamers mental health playlist. If you find one, you'll find the rest, and you'll be able to look at them, and it'll help you, trust me. In the meantime, if you want to know something, what Bethesda normally do, they just release updates. The community catches up and it's sorted. Whereas other companies like Relic, they are something to be alarmed about. I mean, I believe they made Homeworld, and they certainly made Dawn of War. I made a mod for Dawn of War called Rogue Trader, named after the original 40k rulebook. Now, I wanted to make Dawn of War more like 40k because it wasn't like 40k. They said, oh, you can't have turrets, you can't have this, you can't have that. So I made a mod that added turrets and everything they said that couldn't be added. And I made everything more like 40k, so everything behaved like the tabletop game, and it worked fine. It was brilliant. It was a really good mod. Everybody liked it. And then suddenly, it didn't work because they released an update. So I made it again, and I made it work again. And they released another update, and it broke all the mods again. And every time they did that, they destroyed their whole modding scene. Every single time. Now, if you want to panic about anything, and you've got a mod a Relic game, there you go, there's an example. They did the same thing with Homeworld as well. I think it was Relic anyhow, but Homeworld had the same problem. Update, broke all the mods. Update, broke all the mods. Every single time. Bethesda don't do that. It's not an issue with Bethesda. Bethesda look after their modding community. So when people start doing strange things to their mods, like bass patching and merging and things like that, and using script extenders, that things start getting a little bit tricky. But even that's temporary. It's nothing to get worked up about. Now, if I actually look at Freelancer, now that was a good game. That was abandoned by the original developer after, I think it was the 1.1 patch. That was it. Nothing after that. It was fairly stable as well, to be honest. Microsoft published it, and another company made it. But once they abandoned it, it was the same code used for Dawn of War. It was the Lua, I think, Lua, right? Says that I used to program, mod both games. In that particular case, I subscribed to, well, not subscribe, I purchased a program called Milkshape, and I made 3D models for it, like Vipers. You know, this is from Battlestar Galactica and things like that, and Babylon 5 ships and stuff. You know, like the Thunderbolt and Fury and things. And then I made entire worlds and universes and missions and things. And I made a ring world, you know, and that's based on that Larry Niven's book, which later became the box art for the Egosoft game. I think it was X3, because I was part of their. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, it says, anyhow, gamers took over the whole scene. They just ran with it. The modding scene was absolutely massive because nobody was messing with the mods. Once they were made and working, they kept on working. All that happened was developers, or not developers, modders, just kept on improving on each other's work. I mean, it did get a bit bitchy at times, but it was good modding days. People enjoyed it. There was a whole group of us friendly ones, then there was a group of people just ripping people off left, right and centre. But it was a good modding scene. And it went from strength to strength, and its websites were around for about 20 years. You know, Lancer's Reactor springs to mind. All because developers weren't breaking the mods. Same thing Bethesda do, basically. They don't break mods either. Right? Whereas Relic broke it every single fucking time well, pardon my French. Every time they did an update, it just went south. They destroyed their own modding community. Now, if people were talking about a Relic community getting mad, I would say, yeah, go for it. But this isn't a Relic community, this is a Bethesda community, and they just don't do that. So it's a nonsense argument from the start. And if you talk about like X, what I was referring to earlier, and the box art, I was a level 6 developer at Egosoft, right? Part of their team that ironed out the bugs and was in on what was not public at the time, shall we say. And I did a lot of testing. I didn't want to actually become a full-time employee, so I didn't actually pursue that. But a lot of people did, and that's where the bitchiness came in, because people always saw everybody else as competition, which made the level 6 rather toxic, which is why I left. But Freelancer influenced X3 because of the work done, because I just uploaded the mods and said, yeah, check this. I think this would be good in your game. And they did. So I directly influenced that game. I even got my name in the credits and everything, you know? So you see, when gamers are allowed to do their thing in a game, it has a positive effect all the way down the line. There's no downside to it. But when people make videos like that, the modding scene's about to explode, mod apocalypse, it's all going to die, it's time to panic, you should be concerned, you've seen the headlines. Yeah, that's entirely negative. Right? It has an entirely negative impact. Games are supposed to be fun. Games are supposed to keep you happy. They're not supposed to give you stress, anger, or mental health issues. And those people that are creating that kind of environment do not deserve your attention. Trust me. Right, I'm going, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, when you see these videos, unsubscribe, click on the three dot, tell Google you do not want to see that channel again. Let them channel die a horrible death like they deserve, because quite frankly, these games are fun games, and if you surround yourself with people that want to encourage the fun, you will enjoy those games far more than you currently are. That is the reality we're living in. See you in the next one.